are going to go to sleep tonight reading a bedtime story. So make sure you're all snuggled up in bed, ready to go to sleep, feeling sleepy, and ready to read Little Miss Wise. Means that you're very clever. So let's have a read. Little Miss Wise was as wise as an owl, possibly 2 owls. Being so wise and sensible meant that Little Miss Wise brushed her teeth every day, made her bed every day, tidied her house every day, and did lots and lots of other wise and sensible things. If you are as wise and sensible as Little Miss Wise, you'll know just what kind of other things she did. Little Miss Wise liked to go for a walk every day. A walk that was neither too long nor too short. A walk that was wise and sensible, or sensible and wise if you prefer. On her walk, she often met other people who were not quite so wise, and sometimes people who were decidedly unwise. Last Monday, she met Little Miss Naughty. "Come and jump in the puddles," cried Little Miss Naughty, with a naughty little gleam in her eye. But Little Miss Wise, being wise, refused. She didn't want to get her feet wet. On Tuesday, she met Little Miss Greedy, who was carrying an enormous cake filled with cream and smothered with pink icing. "Would you like some of this?" asked Little Miss Greedy. Little Miss Wise said, "No, I don't want any cake." She didn't want an upset tummy. On Wednesday, Little Miss Wise refused to get into Mr. Busy's racing car. She didn't want to have an accident. On Thursday, she refused to go into Mr. Messy's house. "If I go into this house, I will get all dirty," she said to herself. But she didn't say anything to Mr. Messy. She didn't want to hurt his feelings. On Friday, she refused to play tennis with Mr. Silly. There's nothing silly about that, is there? By Saturday, Little Miss Wise was feeling a little bit unhappy. "If I keep saying no all the time, I'll upset everybody and I won't have any friends left," she said to herself. She thought long and hard about the problem, and being the wise and sensible person she is, she came up with an answer. "From now on, I will say yes to everything." On Sunday, while she was out on one of her wise and sensible walks, or sensible and wise walks if you prefer, Little Miss Wise met Mr. Mischief. He was carrying a parcel. "Please accept this small present," he said to her. Began Little Miss Wise. But then she remembered her decision. "Yes, thank you," she cried. She took the parcel and off skipped Mr. Mischief with a mischievous grin on his face. Little Miss Wise opened the parcel. "Achoo!" she sneezed. Then she sneezed again, "Achoo!" And she sneezed and sneezed and sneezed all day long. She used 199 handkerchiefs. Mr. Mischief's present had been sneezing powder. Today is Monday, and Little Miss Wise has stopped sneezing. She is on one of her sensible and wise walks, and she has met Mr. Nonsense. "Would you like to take a ride in my aeroplane?" he asks. "No," Little Miss Wise starts to say. But then she changes her mind and says, "Oh yes, please." You think she is being very unwise, don't you? You think she should have learned her lesson by now, don't you? Well, she is safe this time because Mr. Nonsense's aeroplane doesn't have any wings or an engine or even wheels. It's just a doormat. Have you ever heard of such nonsense? That is very silly. Okay, everyone, it's now time to close your eyes. Night, night, everyone. Sleep well.